I do like those YouTube videos where the people get busted
man.
in Walmart and they try to run. They're
Yes.
screaming, "Help
Yes.
me, help me." It's like, we're about to help you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, and
What's crazy, though, is that some civilians are doing that like full vigilante style.
Yeah.
Not advisable.
not advice. Like, okay, yeah. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up because dude, it's happening all over the place. And I will say this: it's a rose and thorn moment. The rose is you're putting yourself between a real child and one of these predators,
Yeah.
and that's awesome.
Thorn is you're not a cop.
The thorn is you're not a cop, and you're probably not going to meet the Fourth Amendment standard for this to actually hold up in court. So there's a whole lot of training that goes into doing those undercover chats, and all you're really doing, if you catch this guy in a Walmart parking lot, you smack him in the face and send him on his way, and you get 1 million likes on YouTube, that's cool. But you just made a smarter pedophile. He's going to go, oh man, I fell for that.
Is that enough? Let's say somebody does that. They go to Walmart, they tackle the dude, because I've seen a video like this. Law enforcement eventually shows up.
Yes.
I don't, it's like citizen's arrest. Fuck, I guess. I don't know. Is there enough probable cause for you guys to start looking into that behavior? Can you just, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
Can you take the word, like this guy I'm here, he was supposed to meet my 12-year-old sister. They could show you that. Is that enough PC to get you guys looking in that direction of that person?
I would say so. Would I take that person to jail? Ooh, I don't know.
I was going to say, because if you don't take him to jail, he might change his behavior and get the fuck out of there.
Sure, but I think on the other side is when you do take someone to jail, like your clock starts.
Yeah.
If I can take a report, take this weirdo's name down, all of his information, hand it off to a detective.
That's
and
what I'm
go,
saying. Could they start looking at him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say that's probably how I would go. Like, I can't take this dude's chats, some random dude from whatever platform, and hand him to a prosecutor and be like, sure hope this is good enough. That's not going to fly. But if I can, if you're a patrol cop and you get one of these and you write it as like an information only type thing, or whatever, and you hand it off and maybe an investigation can start that way, I think that's a lot safer. I think you're going to have a better chance of this flying in court because now you're not using fruit of the poisonous tree, right?
Yeah. As much as I appreciate and understand the headspace of the vigilante video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough, man. It's tough. And I'm so torn, right? Because I'm same boat. I'm like, this is who doesn't like watching that, right?
Yeah. The reality is, though, like you said, it might get a bunch of likes. Nothing may be happening to that person. It may be the cracking the door and finally the spotlight is put onto them.
Right.
But yeah.
My concern is like, it's like fishing, right? You throw a lure in the water, you're throwing flies in the water, and the fish they could start recognizing what's food and what's not food.
Yeah.
You're going to start training these people. They talk with enough people who are trying to get a gotcha moment.
Yeah.
They're going to start finding out like, okay, what's real and what's not. And that to me is what's scary because we don't really get a whole lot of chances for proactive work in sex crimes against kids. We can put together a team and go, all right, cool. Hey, this night we're going to have, 4 or 5 dudes chatting online with these weirdos, and we'll have a house that they're supposed to show up to and a takedown team. Boom.
Those videos are also amazing.
And they're great, right?
Yeah. But that's also law enforcement on the other side of the door.
Correct. Yeah. There's a penal code section that says, hey, if we end up whooping someone's ass, like we're good as long as it's justified.
Well, and they're also living in, silver bracelets.
Yes.
So something is immediately going to happen to them.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. But that's, dude, you take 10 to jail in a night. That's awesome. That's a great night. You're not even putting a dent in the population, though. That's the problem. So it's not like you send a team of street cops out there and go, hey, this area's been having a lot of burglaries or a lot of dope, and we're just going to go rape and pillage, take everything to jail. It doesn't work like that. So the opportunity for proactive work on the sex crime side is really difficult. So we can't make smarter pedophiles. We really got to be careful about that.